There are lots of kinds of yoga. No matter what kind of yoga you're doing, whether it's seated chair yoga, whether you're lying on your bed, whether you're doing a strenuous flow class, whether you're focused on alignment, all of these styles of yoga certainly bring forth a lot of self-improvement. But the true gem of yoga for many of us is all about self-discovery. When you move, you discover things about yourself that become a doorway on your journey inward, your path to your home. Once you get to know yourself in such a way, and it's through that self-discovery that you have the realization that you matter, that you're enough, that your efforts in yoga matter. In this practice, we'll be using a chair, we'll be seated, and we'll be doing some standing poses as well. But let this practice be a step forward in your own self-discovery, and let the vehicle of that be your breath. Start seated. Sit forward on your chair seat with your hands resting on the tops of the thighs. Grip the skin of your thighs and pull back with your hands to draw the heads of your arm bones back, to draw your upper chest forward, to look up. Use your hands again to press the flesh toward your knees. Draw from the navel back. Inhale with the arms engaged and helping to bring the shoulder retraction so you open the upper chest. Slow it down so in each breath you can start to notice how the skin is moving against your clothing, how your spine is moving so fluidly. The in-breath has you open the chest. The exhale breath has you draw your gaze inward and you draw from the navel back to the spine. The arms still continue to support the actions. The legs are engaged as you push the feet forward on the exhale breath to get fullness in the back body, all the way from the feet to the crown of the head. You feel this movement of energy, of prana, this life force energy. You pull the feet isometrically back when you open the chest, when you draw the exhale breath into its fullest. You look inside. Do this 3 more times. Hear the sound of your breath. Let that be your doorway to this openness that you discover. And exhale breath. Just let it all go. Inhale breath. Exhale breath. Inhale breath. Exhale breath. Now sit tall, sit forward on your sits bones. Hold on to the back of the chair. Bend your elbows slightly. Hug your elbows in so you feel the shoulder blades squeeze in toward each other. You open the chest nicely. Can you keep that position and take your arms up in a cactus pose, keeping the shoulder blades drawing in toward each other. You spread your fingers to really engage the arms nicely. Now draw the hands down. Lift the hands up, back to the cactus pose. Look up, reach back. Exhale, draw your hands down, bow forward. Inhale, rise up and reach back. Exhale, palms reach toward the back. Inhale, palms open up and reach back. Exhale, palms face the floor first and then reach back. Inhale, rise up. Just place your hands right above your knees. Draw your heart forward. Now draw all the way down toward the tops of your thighs. Release your head. Let the weight of your head just create a little bit more length in the neck. Reach back as if you're trying to hold on to the chair back as you press the hands in toward the midline, pressing them in toward you. On the next inhale breath, lift yourself up and reach your arms up. Catch hold of your right wrist with your left hand. Reach over to the left side. Get this nice fullness of your breath. Now release your left hand down to the chair seat. Push into the chair seat. See if you can go just a little bit deeper. A little bit more fullness to the side body. Inhale, rise up. Catch hold of your left wrist. Spread your left fingers. Reach your left hand over to the right. And start to discover the left side. Can you make it just a little bit longer by reaching a little bit more? So even as you're pulling the hand to the right, the left hand is resisting. The left arm is pulling back to keep that shoulder engagement. Release your right hand to the chair, to your legs, and draw just a little bit further into the pose. And inhale, rise up. Take your right knee in toward your ribs and stay forward on the chair seat. Release your right foot down. Take your left knee up and release it down. Lift your right leg up again and see if on its own power you can take the right ankle to the outer left knee. Keeping that, release your hands down and release your heart toward your shin bone. Breathe in through the nose. Breathe out through the nose. Now let's exaggerate the breath work. As you breathe in, bob up to give yourself a little bit more space on the breath. Exhale and draw a little bit closer to the leg. Inhale, again, give yourself a lot of space as you lift up. Exhale and draw down. Inhale, we expand and lift. Exhale, we draw a little bit deeper. Inhale, lift up and hold on to your right leg. See if you can lift it off your left leg and go side to side. Just get a little bit of movement there. Now interlace your fingers at your heel, if that makes sense. If that doesn't make sense, just hold on to your shin bone. And draw your right knee toward your armpit. And now release and do that again. pull in for a lot of hip flexion. And release. And a third time, pull in and release. On its own power, just take the foot down, step wide, stay on the front part of your chair with the hands right at the knees with that grip to your thighs. So you're pulling in toward the pelvis to open the chest and retract the shoulder blades. You're pushing to have some resistance as you bow forward. Now let's follow the breath. On the inhale breath, pull in with the hands drawing toward your pelvis. Look up. Exhale with the elbows bent with a nice grip on your thighs. Press the flesh forward and draw down. Inhale, rise up. And we forgot about the legs. So with your feet parallel to each other, pull in toward the midline of your stance so that you get a nice engagement of the inner thighs. Now, on the next in-breath, as you lift your chest, you're pulling your feet in toward each other. On the exhale breath, you keep pulling the feet in to get that engagement of the legs as you bow forward. And inhale, rise up, come out of the pose. Heel toe your feet in so they're hip distance apart and lift your left leg. Lift it high. Take it down. This next time, lift it high and see if you can place it just to the outside of the right knee, or use your hands to help out. So keeping a strong engagement in this action. Take your hands back as if holding onto the chair as a way to retract the shoulders and draw down. And inhale, rise up. Now let's give our breath a little bit more space to travel. So on the in-breath, you open up so fully. On the exhale breath, you release very slowly. And you come a little bit closer to your left shin. Inhale. You find that space. Exhale. And you're able to go a little bit deeper. Now inhale and lift up. Take hold of your leg, lift it off the right leg, and just move in this baby cradle fashion. The leg to the left, to the right, as a way to discover more fullness in the movement in the hip. And now take hold of the shin or the heel and draw back. Keep hugging the knee in toward the armpit. So reach forward wherever you're holding on is fine, and pull back and reach forward and pull back. If you can, interlace your fingers right at the heel. It just allows for a nice action in the ankle, and you can keep your toes alert as you pull back. Now release your left foot down. Step your feet nice and wide apart again. Start from the foundation, from your feet. Pull the feet in toward one another. Take your hands to the chair back, bow forward. Can you keep the shoulder blades hugging in toward each other as you interlace your fingers and draw your heart a little bit closer to the earth as you lift up your interlaced fingers? Now inhale and lift yourself up. Let's come to a standing pose and we'll hold on to the chair back as we stand. So you hold on to the chair back, step back, as if you're giving a karate chop to the chair back. Press your hands down. Bend your right knee and straighten your right leg. Bend your left leg. Lift up your left heel. Keep the arms very active here. Straighten the left leg. Bend the right, lift up the right heel. Keep on pressing the hands down, as well as this isometric action of pushing the hands toward one another. And straighten, and left knee bends, and straighten, and right knee bends, and straighten. Now hold on to the back of the chair. Step your right foot in front and to the side of the left foot. Now can you have your feet go a little bit wider apart? Holding onto the chair, bow forward. Release your head. Nod it yes. But move it to no very slowly. Just let the weight of your head create a little bit more freedom in the neck muscles. Now inhale and lift up. Karate chop the back of the chair again. Press the hands down. Spread your fingers. Bend your knees. Draw your pelvis down as if you're coming to a squat position. Now inhale, lift up. Step your feet a little bit wider apart. Bend your knees. Come once again. Maybe it's a little bit more accessible with your feet wider apart. Just notice that. Yoga is this path of discovery. So just notice how your body is as you start to shift the position slightly. Now step your left foot in front of and to the side of the right foot. So with the legs crossed, step your feet a little bit wider apart. Keep on pressing the chair down. Spread your fingers. Bow in. Invite the breath to just expand through the side body and start to notice as the inner thighs squeeze in toward one another. Just kind of notice the effects that that's having. As you now slowly come out of the pose, hold on to the chair and step your way right between the chair legs. Bend your right knee and straighten your right leg. Bow to the chair with two straight legs. Bend the right knee. Straighten the right leg. Bow again. See if you can get your back heel to press down. One more time. Rise up. Bend the front knee, back heel can lift. Back heel now draws down as you come to the straight leg lunge, and you draw your awareness down. Inhale, rise up, step your left foot right between the chair legs. Take your right foot back. And maybe you just took a little baby step. See if you can take a nice broad step to really challenge yourself a little bit. Bend your front knee. Draw your heart toward the back of the chair. Straighten your right leg and draw down. Inhale, bend your knee. Exhale, straighten the leg and see if you can get that back heel a little bit closer to the floor. Bend your knee. Straighten your front leg. Keep your back leg drawing down. And inhale and rise up. Come to sit again. Extend your right leg out. Reach your right arm up. Now thread it right under your left knee. Reach under the left knee. We'll do this 2 more times. Inhale, reach up, expand fully. Exhale, reach the hand underneath your knee and as far as you can reach it to the left side with the palm facing up. Inhale, open the chest. Exhale, discover the fullness of your twist as you reach to the side. And inhale, rise up. Step your right foot forward. Reach your left foot way to the side. You're forward on your chair seat. Reach your left arm up and over to stretch through the side body and use that length as you bow forward and reach under the right knee. And inhale, you expand, you open the chest. Exhale, you thread through. Inhale, expand your fingers, spread your fingers, reach up and back. Exhale, and thread the hand with the palm facing up as far as you can over to the right side as you take the left inner thigh back. And inhale, lift yourself up. Enjoy a nice evenness to the breath. Close your eyes. Can you feel the expansion of the side body? From the pelvic point to the armpit. As you bring your awareness to the breath, can you expand the side ribs? With your eyes bright, let's continue that expansion of the side ribs by holding on with your left hand to the chair seat. Take your right hand to your head, just at the top of the neck, the occipital ridge they call it. So draw the right elbow over your head, almost like you're trying to grow your upper arm, create a little bit more space. And push the head back into the hand. And inhale, rise up. Release your right hand, take your left hand just to the bottom of your head, top of your neck, and draw from the pelvis to the armpit, armpit out to the elbow. Now press your head back, open the chest nicely as you open the side body, as you bring more energy, more length to the left side ribs. And inhale, rise up. We're seated in a chair now. We'll do what yoga calls the chair pose, and given that you're in the chair, it's a good place to start. In this variation of the chair pose, we'll get way forward on the chair seat. We'll bow forward. We'll bow so far forward that it feels like the tops of the thighs are just kind of carrying our ribs. Reach your arms forward. Now, can you just come off the chair just slightly in this variation? And can you trust that the chair is there as you come back and sit down and rise up? We'll do that 2 more times. It takes a lot of trust and a lot of awareness, and that awareness allows a remembrance. In yoga, we move to remember. We move to make that self-discovery. So as you continue this action, bow forward, reach your arms forward, draw your weight a little bit more in toward the tiptoes of your feet and lift your pelvis up off the chair. Hold the pose before taking the pelvis back on the chair and rising up and release. How'd you do? Were you able to engage the legs, to pull from the heels back, and yet pull the feet in toward the midline? Let's try that one more time. Engage very fully. Keep that engagement. Draw your heart forward and slightly down. Keep that engagement of the legs. See if you can lift off the chair. Now reach back. Find the chair seat before rising up and release your hands down. We'll stay on the chair seat, right in the front of the chair seat. First, cross your arms in front of your chest. Draw back as if you're about to just rest yourself to the back of the chair and rise up. And draw back, almost like a chair sit up, and rise up. And draw back, and rise up. Now take your arms behind you. Hold on to your elbows. As you hold on to your elbows, step your feet nice and wide apart. We'll do the opposite. Instead of drawing back, we draw forward. Keep the legs active as you draw forward with the shoulder blades hugging in. And inhale, rise up. Take your elbow frame with the opposite arm on top, holding onto the elbows, drawing the shoulder blades in toward each other. This time, first look up and lean back slightly. Keep your legs active as you do this. Exhale, pull the legs to the midline. Bow forward. Try not to round the spine. Keep it as nice and elongated as possible. Squeeze the legs isometrically in toward each other. Rise up. One more time. Lean way back with a nice openness to the chest Exhale and draw forward and slightly down. And inhale, lift yourself up. Come to a standing position. Hold on to the chair seat. Lift your heels up. Bend your knees. See if you can balance with your fingers now on the chair seat and drop your pelvis down. So your toes are working really nicely to keep you balanced. Maybe you can even take your hands off the chair seat just to see the chair is there to help you out, but can you keep the heels lifted on tiptoes and just balance yourself before taking your heels down to the floor. Hold on to the chair seat. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, bend your knees and draw your pelvis back. Let your ribs just kind of set on top of the thighs. Inhale, straighten your legs, look forward. Exhale, bend your knees, draw your pelvis back, release your head. One more time. Inhale, lengthen, look forward. Exhale, draw back. And inhale, straighten your legs. Plant your right hand just in the middle of the chair seat. Turn your heart toward the left. Release your left hand down to the middle of the chair seat. Take your right hand to your low back. Turn your heart to the right. Take your right hand back to the chair seat. Step your feet slightly wider apart. Bend your knees slightly. Turn your chest to the left. Reach your left arm up and back. Keep your knees slightly bent and release your left hand down. Right in the center of the chair, with slightly bent knees, lift your right arm up and back, and release your right hand down. Step wider. So now you're in this wide stance. Your right hand is to the chair seat. You open the chest and reach back. Slight bend to your knees probably allows for a little bit more stability. Now thread the left hand to the right, right under your right armpit. Again, inhale, lift up, reach back. Exhale, thread the hand under the armpit. And one more time. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, thread the hand to the right. And release your left hand to the chair seat. Keep this wide stance with a slight bend to the knees. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, take the hand to the left. Inhale, reach up. Exhale to the left. One more. Inhale, expand, open the chest. Exhale. And release. Come to sit. You can sit back on the chair seat. Close your eyes. with your feet grounded nicely. Adjust your posture so you're slightly forward on your sits bones. So your low back is way back so that you can lean slightly forward on the sits bones so that you can sit tall. With your hands resting. With your breath, finding that place of ease. Can you take this time take this time to notice that your effort matters. You move to remember the qualities of yourself. Yoga is a path to that self-discovery. And the breath just helps reveal more and more about yourself, more knowledge of yourself. So as you breathe in deep, and breathe out long, notice the subtleties in your breath, the sound of your breath. How your ribs move so easily. The nuances that you find, the fullness on one side compared to the other, the ease you might feel after the practice. Maybe the warmth after the movement. You've made the effort. Your movement allows for this discovery. So see what this time reveals for you. Give this time of self-discovery to yourself. Dwell in this place of ease. Thank you for joining me in this practice and in this engagement, the movements for self-discovery. Namaste.